Honestly, I really want to keep the music silence right now. Follow us on Twitter, ddlc.moe. I don't use Twitter much, but to the respect of what creator who made this mod did in the previous episodes, I'm so gonna check on them. Hey yo, what's up? My name is iPhong and welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Sky. And I'm in this section, unfortunately. I thought that this gonna be something good, but it turns out it's disasters of my life. I mean, I have to admit, the previous episode is I picked a choice that maybe people's gonna get mad at me. So please, you guys and girls, please don't. Alright, I did explain why I picked the choice. So anyway, I'm actually having to do what I'm supposed to do. Previous episodes, the old man found out what Natsuki did. Well, obviously I find out, but the old man would say like, nope, you had to pay. So I ended up in this situation, but it's still not that bad, right? Also, of course, I'm not gonna skip anything. I mean, we passed these sections, so I think it's this only left. The last things that the last thing I has to do. So yeah, come again. The customer walks out with their purchase. Honestly, as overwhelming as my first couple of hours were, I think I'm adapting pretty quickly. See, it's not that bad. The owner even let me to stock and shelf while he checks some stuff in the office. He shows me how to process orders, handle the cash and card payments, and rotate in stock shelves. I mean, it's a productive things to do besides reading mangas and watching animes, right? It's crazy how much we cover in only an hour or so. I'm starting to think this old guy's kind of the genius. If only Natsuki could see me. I still haven't talked to her since she's left yesterday. She hasn't responded to my texts or even read them. But maybe we do need to take some time to think. If it shook me up so much, I can't imagine how she's feeling. Aww. Oh my god. Just a simple misunderstanding can ruin your life, but guilt will never fade away. And I did a lot of bad things when I was secondary school, as well as in high school. Also, I did remember I also did bad things when I was in primary school as well. And nobody's perfect, but what I did in the past, I don't think it's acceptable in the futures. Also, I deserve to take that karma, having to live with my guilt for the rest of my life. And it's just hard. Maybe I do need some time to think. It's me, I can imagine her feelings. As much as it pains me to say she's right, we need to learn to trust each other's. But on the bright side, Natsuki is the one who doesn't trust me. I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss her right now, though. I miss her already, come on. I mean, even though it's just a few hours anyway. I mean, I don't be like that type of people in Crayon Shinchan. I mean, just for a few hours, just only for days. I been meet together at home anyway, or maybe you meet together at school anyway, and just you miss already. But this situation where I did something wrong, I'm not gonna lie, I really want to actually make amends, and I just want to try to make peace, explain the rule of the story, and then just get it over with. I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss her right now though. True. A customer walking in drums from my thoughts. He must be a bodybuilder, he's massive. Welcome, how may I serve you today? The large man simply shrugs and grabs some protein bar from the shelves, says nothing, just placing some cash on the counters before walking out. After counting up, it comes into exact cash. Well, that was rude. Well, I sigh. Going back to my work, at least I would, but something pink catches my eye outside the store. Wait, is that... I sigh, going back to my work, at least I would, but something pink catches my eye outside the store. I'm guessing it's Natsuki, isn't it? Natsuki? I know that hairstyle anywhere. I come out from behind the counter, I quickly make my way to the doors. That's her, alright. She must be checking up on me on my first day. I can't see her anymore. Typical, she must be bored the moment I saw her. She can move pretty quickly when she wants to. I just hope she's not in trouble again. As much as I wish she had stayed, I don't want to push the issue. It's enough to know that she's come to see me. That's a good sign, right? I don't have a good feeling about this after that bodybuilder guy. Okay, well, I'm guessing Natsuki asked the bodybuilder guy to pay for her, or maybe it's her parents. It helps that it hasn't been too busy today. Not that I know what busy is. There's a thought. I wonder what happened if it got busy. I mean, just be like normal day. Just be productive. Be quick. I mean, come on. The difference between the cashier in Vietnam and the cashier in the USA. USA just being gentle. I mean, that's a good thing, but it's just slow. However, the cashiers in Vietnam just work quickly and they waste no times and just trying to check out all the products as fast as they can, which is really productive. This is actually really nice, and I'm not gonna lie, they actually taking care of the customers things as well. They put things up and checking on the products, and then they leave it on the tables, not hardly, and just, you know what, all about respect. I mean, sometimes even cashier just hand on the customers that objects and put it and let them put it on the bags as well. Convenience. I'm not gonna lie. I wonder what will happen if I get busy. Just to be like every single day. I will come to regret these words. Just don't think about it. If you get busy, it's all good things. I'm not gonna lie. It's every retail worker knows, and as I would soon find out, you have nothing to fear, but it's a gigantic rush. I mean, it's a big step though. That's it. Okay. I have a bad feeling with Natsuki. I have a bad feeling with Natsuki though. Oh my god, that was so cozy, so late. Look at this night theme. But it's a kind of really dark to actually having your thought with. God. So when we can be home? Sometime in early March. The conference ends before that, but I still had to travel back home. International flights takes forever. Agree, especially in this season. Most of the flight cancel. Sadly. At least you get frequent flyer miles, right? Yeah, one of few upsides. Alright, before I forget how first day go. Went pretty well. The boss really seems like me. But I hope you know I'm proud of you. Even if it's only 2 or 3 hours a week on Sunday, it gives you a valuable life experience. That's it. If it was on Sunday or Saturday even, like 3 hours a weekend, it would be a better time for you to actually spend all days of work, right? I mean, high risk, high rewards. I mean, at the dark side, you had to like spend less time with watch animes and reading manga. I mean, sometimes you think of yourself like this. Weekdays is still better because you got limited days at school when you can hang out with friends, and then after school you can actually work, and then you get home late. Especially, it's really nice when you're actually home alone. When you actually like spend all days working, because it's easier for you to manage your dinners. You have dinners alone, and you have more time to spend your times, like, you know, your favorite things. But 2 or 3 hours a week on Sunday, really? You should spend more on that. Yeah, it was great. I learned how to short gas, stock shells, and rotate stock. He even left me on my own for half an hour. I can practically hear my mom smile from the other end of the lines. Then he's got a great deal of faith in you. If you prove yourself, you might even have a decent job after you finish school, if not an excellent reference. Wish you luck. He is hoping for next ships as well as your first. Thanks, Mom. Alright, sweetie, my cat is here. I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Love you too, Mom. See ya. Great. Well, that took longer than I expected. When my mom was last home, we both made an agreement. Every Saturday we would call each other and just talk about life for like half an hour. It works out really good so far. This is the closest I've been to my mother since the divorce. The closest I've been to my mother is when the moments when we used to actually taking tours in Singapore, when suddenly I found the arcades and there's actually dancing machines, and it's a good opportunity to meet, actually explore and just hanging out there playing games. I mean, it's good memories. And all my life when I was a childhood, I always wished that there's one time parents seeing me dancing in a dancing machine in the arcades, and as well as just I mean, I'm not that good in that rhythm games, but honestly, at least I just want like a moment when my parents like appreciate my skills. I mean, obviously, when I'm playing any type of rhythm games, no one's like. Honestly, like sometimes online friends and people on social media was like, "Oh, you're always playing low difficulties, or you only don't play higher difficulties because of copyright music on social medias." But for me, I just want to have fun. I just want to like be as safe as I can, trying to enjoy rhythm games without getting into trouble from, like, for example, like on social medias when they always spot copyrights, and then at the end of the day, if you getting too much strike, you're doomed. I mean, you end up like just nothing in your life, and instead you had to actually doing productive and find other jobs to start with. I mean, at the very beginning, I mean, we all have something to start with, right? But playing games is the things I love the most. It's really sad that my childhood don't have much experience on playing games, because like we don't even have like a real personal computers or real laptop since back then when I was like in primary school or secondary schools. I mean, I did mention in the videos like divorce. I mean, it's a hard life, and even especially like it's really hard, man. Anyway, back into a game. Let's not get really deep in this episode. On an emotional level, physically she's in Europe. Yeah, also the closest with my father is actually I'm not gonna lie, he's used to be a gamer as well. I mean, used to play some Capcom games, and he's actually the one who actually cracked the games to me, and then I'm trying to playing the games. It's just a really good experience, man. I mean, and used to, when I was a kid, I'm a big fan of Crazy Cards. It's a real old racing games, which are kind of less scripted games, and he introduced to me to that games, and I was like fascinated, and I want to hang out playing with him even more. I mean, having at least one of my parents playing games with me is actually really nice though. I'm not gonna lie, like sweet memories, man. On an emotional levels, physically she's in Europe. Anyway, we talked for almost 2 hours today. She had to get up early to have set up a meeting with buyers. They're gonna go to brunch. Speaking of which, I've been craving pancakes for the last 2 hours. A weird craving, especially considering it almost night on Saturday night. Guess it was all that brunch talk that mom was doing. Regardless, I'm hungry. After rummaging around the cabinets, I managed to find some leftover pancake mix. Perfect. Reminds you of Natsuki. Knock knock knock. Oh my god. That late? What the? Is someone at my door? It's a Saturday night. Who could this possibly be? Oh no. I walked over the door and opened it. Oh my god! Oh no! I'm so not gonna put this in the thumbnail. This is gone too far. Natsuki, what did you do? That bodybuilder guy. That's what I'm guessing, that bodybuilder guy. But I'm so not gonna put this in the thumbnail. It's got spoiler. It goes. I mean, it's disrespectful for people in the hospital too because they injured something. But who did this? It just ruins. Oh my god. What did you do? What the F? That's right, what the F? I haven't heard from Natsuki in 2 days ever since she told me she needed some time, and now... Look, Natsuki, you're the one who actually helped me when I was get sick. I mean, I think it's time for me to help you when you're injured. Natsuki, what happened to you? Before she can even put together a full sentence, she falls to her knee crying. My god. I knew that to give her a hug. If I was me in this situation, take her to the living room, not just in the door. I mean, before that, you just lock the door first, and then take her to the living room. And then just talk. What happened? No. What? She pushing me away, causing me to fall on my back. Ow. I propped myself up and looked back at her, confused to no end. Once again, she started crying. What? I'm worried about this. I think it's gone too far, but I don't think Natsuki is a gangster. I don't think. God. Once again, start crying. If you were a female and you playing this mod, would you cry? If you're also a boy as well, do you wanna come inside? Without looking up at me, she nods her head yes. I slowly extend out my hand for her, which she hesitantly takes and stands up. It's here that I get a good look at her. What I see sends waves of anger and fear shooting through me. The bruised eyes, the blood licking her nose, the scrape on her face. I walk her into the living room where she takes a seat on the couch. I'm gonna go get you some water and a clean towel. She nods her head all the while facing away from me, biting my lips. I suppress the feeling welling up inside to pull her close. God. My body, it feels like it's in a state of numbness and shock as I meet her to the kitchen. God. Just in case. Everyone's still okay. God. My body feels like it's in a state of numbness and shock as I'm in the kitchen. What? How did this happen? I know I had to be careful around Natsuki, but my God, seeing her like this. Here. I hand her a towel and a glass. She placed the water on the table and wipes her face with the towel. Thanks. I sit down next to her. She stopped bawling, but she's still sniffling and her face is a mess of tears. Once she's done, she puts the towels on the table and grabs the glass. I sit next to her awkwardly as she drinks the entire glass in one cup. See, that's the reason why I don't want anyone of you guys and girls spoiling. In the comment section down below. Not just only for me, but also for other audience as well. Oh my God. Oh my God. You don't deserve to be like this, Natsuki. What are you supposed to say in a situation like this? I only say what happened. If I in this, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay now. It still hurts though. That's good to know. Your eye? She nods. Do you want ice? She nods. Alright, I'll be right back. Transition though. Here, take this. Natsuki quickly snatches it and holds it up to her eyes. Thanks. Are you okay to talk? I did say that in one of my videos on this social medias before. It really hits me hard because I did mention about this in one of the videos on my channel. I did accidentally like hurt a teacher when I was at secondary school. Like the teacher just put her fingers into like the edge of the doors and I didn't know and I just closed it like really hard, like oh my God. It wouldn't have chopped her fingers off, but luckily it's kind of bruises, inches, like scratches. But man, I can hurt that she hurts so bad. And I was like, I could have been sent in jail back then for hurting people like that. I could have like my parents comes to school and work it out to the teachers and pay, but instead no, like they it really hits me hard every time I see girls being hurt. Well, I try not to cry, my tears not like falling yet, but I think like it's still okay to actually like getting emotion to take over, but my God. I mean, I already taken the commerce, like having to live with the guilt for the rest of my life. But this is just... Why do I have a feeling like we are going to one of the Vietnamese music videos that is actually used to be really famous and still famous from now because of how touching the story is. But right now, like we into the story more. I don't even make music anyway, but yeah, it just I'm comparing, but God. Are you okay to talk? Natsuki clenches her fist in anger, but then she takes a deep breath and relaxes. I'm sorry for lying to you. Her voice starts to crack as tears well up in her eyes. Remember that bodybuilder, guys? Hey, you don't have to talk. Hey, you don't want to. No, you deserve to know. You know how I said my parents got divorced? Well, same here when I was primary school. And then eventually we changed settlements anyway, changed school, tough life. But man, how I miss my parents. Yeah, they didn't. They coming back to each other's? Or maybe you make things up. iPhong. Why? See, I did say in the beginning. But why? My mom is not leaving. Oh my God. Why do I have a feeling that her father is going to find you? Natsuki, I'm so sorry. Yeah, indeed. It's not your fault. So you make things up. She passed away in a car crash when I was 13. He couldn't handle it. My dad, he couldn't handle it. They ran the shop together, we all did. Money was always a bit tight, but it got so much worse after mom. That was stressed out, so she started drinking again. I mean, I don't know about you, like, my parents be like, every day you drink at least one wine. I mean, they mess medicine for you. But for me, I hate alcohol so much. I mean, after seeing my little sibling accidentally drinking alcohol and stoned and crazy, you will never know what's the end of this, man. I mean, there will be types of people who start drinking and actually starting to do really crazy stuff like gambling, or maybe like trying to talk trash and trying to like beat each other's up like for no reasons. And God, And even so, like there's a lot of cases when people drink alcohol and they just don't give care, and they just simply travels. Anyway, I mean, I remember once my father and we used to have a good time before the divorce, and then we used to be in the restaurant. I mean, like just to have fun like families and having fun thingies, but he's drinking, but he doesn't do it all the time. He just like one big of the moment when you are just feeling full of joys, you always want to reward yourself, right? But drinking is not a good idea. And then he did, and then when we back home with motorbike, it's near the home, which is right there. And then suddenly we crash into another bike near the rivers, and then we all fell, but not to the river, it's just right to the side of it. And then my father's face are full of rats, like bloody, fainted, and lie to the ground. I was like flying upside and down to the road with my back first, and since I was light, so I actually in the middle. Actually, I mean, I take less height than my mother's. Actually, my mother actually fly up and down, but I won't see the end of my father's after that. My father like full face red, been bloody, lie at the ground. My mother's cried, and I have nothing to say. I don't know where to go. The house right there. I just can walk home, but it's just like a lot of people was there. I can't ignore my parents, of course. And at the end of the day, my father's like taken to the hospitals. Yes, my mom tagged along. I mean, it's embarrassed to say, but it's a dark past. But I finally got back home anyways. My grandparents and aunties and uncles tells me to go back home and try to calm myself down. I never imagined at that day I'm losing my parents. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a car crash, but the motorbike crash when I was 5 years old, a little kids. And yes, you can reward yourself, but drinking is not the right way. At that time when the drinking law is not that strict, and then it just go bad. I mean, he was my inspiration for making into the game world. And imagine losing your loved one, you won't see the end of it. Just so deep, man. Natsuki. That was so strange. He started drinking again. He's so mean now, always yelling and stuff. He wasn't always like this. Okay, so you and your dad are in the tough spot. I get that, and I'm sorry. I don't feel that the way you said in the dialogue is sincerely. And also, I'm having a feeling that Natsuki makes her father reminds him of his wife. Like, of course, like fathers see like the Natsuki's mother as wife, of course, but it just, yeah. Did he do this to you? Natsuki averts her eye. It's obvious she doesn't want to answer the question, but I can tell. But she still nods her head. That's why she hasn't been wanting to do anything physical. Jeez, Natsuki, I'm sorry. I I don't think it's a good idea because remember what happened in the store? Just not yet. Just I don't think it's a good idea to call the cops. Maybe should call police. No, I don't think so. It's not a good idea. I bet she's gonna get angry after this. No! Do not call the police. See? Because like remember what Natsuki did in the store? I don't think it's the right time. What the main protagonist doing? Why you putting that in the dialogue? Well, hey, calm down. I was just... No, I don't care. Never say that again. But Natsuki, you're in danger. I mean, child abuse, but at the same time, it's not a good idea because what you did in the store. What would happen if you and your father in the same cell? If you even think about calling, I will break up with you on the spot. Okay, okay, I'm not gonna call the police. There will be a smarter ways to solve this situation. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Just don't call the cops. He's a good person, I swear. This is just a one-time thing, I promise. Let's just leave this behind us, okay? Okay. Natsuki, it's gonna be even harder if we get the police involved, yeah, because after what you did in the store, there's enough going on as it is. Sigh. Natsuki, is it good for you to actually sleep with me tonight? I'm not gonna do something weird because you have a bad feeling. I mean, it would be better this way. Natsuki would sleep on the bedrooms and I sleep on the couch. I mean, sleep on the bedrooms like more safer because nobody gonna spot her like right from the doorway. And I got the couch and just keep guard on everything. That's what I'm thinking. So, if you insist, let's give breathe a silent relief. Thank you. I'm assuming you don't want to go back home. I really should. I don't think so. Natsuki, I doubt he would care if I come back tonight. I don't want to go back either. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can have my bed. I'll take a crack. See, I guessed that. See, I guessed that. I guessed that. I mean, it's the best thing you can do. I mean, obviously, think about my logic. But if he ever dares to actually come to a door and if he dares to even destroy the doors, I will be actually calling Sayori out and make her as a hero. And Natsuki gonna think about Sayori's again. I mean, I can ask Yuri for Monica to come over too because after that Christmas event. However, I don't think Yuri is a yandere type, so I don't know. You can have my bed. I'll take a couch. No, it's fine. I'll take a couch. Look, Natsuki, there's window. There's doorway. What if father just be like and just barging and gonna attack you and I was sleeping like don't know what's going on? You sure? I'm not sure about this. Yes, it's your bed anyway. God, I don't think it's gonna end well. What is your decision? There's food in the kitchen you want. Is there anything else you need? I'm good. I think you should put your shoes from the deep inside also. I think it's rude for Japanese people actually putting the shoes inside the house. I understand where they came from, but that would be better for not letting her father to recognize the shoe. If he recognizes that, he will know where she is, which is a bad idea. I'm good. Alright, I'll see you in the morning. Night. I walk back up to my room. Jeez, this day really took a turn out of nowhere. I would have comforted Natsuki more, but I just didn't know what to say. I doubt many people in my situation would know what to say. Yeah, you right. Besides, didn't seem like she wanted me around. I can't really blame her for that though. I mean, Natsuki, just think twice about this. My room has a bunch of mangas. It just eats away your sadness, and your bed is comfort and it's safe. I mean, I'm a boy obviously, but I just want to feel like she's safe. That all that matters. Never would have thought it was this bad. Looking back on it though, it was so obvious. No duh, she doesn't want to get physical. Her dad beats her for God's sake. Still having a hard time wrapping my head around that. Just can't believe it's true. It seems so strange, weird, outlandish even. Even though you hear about this stuff happening in the news, you just never think it will happen to someone you actually know. God. But it's actually happening. What exactly am I supposed to do? Honestly, thought that going to the police was the best option. No, you're not. Remember the past event, okay, main protagonist? But that only pissed off Natsuki. Why does she not want help? Because what she did in the store. Duh. I don't get this. I don't get any of this. I need sleep. Oh no. God. I'm going done today. I'm gonna go it. God, I'm so deep. Just in case, I want to make sure that she's okay. Yeah, it's all hunky dory. Yeah. Let's make a conclusion for this episode. My God. It hits me hard, man. But it's actually nice to actually sharing my past life in this episode also that related to drinking. My God. Yeah, for those who are new to this channel, yeah, back then when I was before 10 years old, I was in the place exactly when I was born in Hanoi capital in the north side of Vietnam. It was the moment when divorce not happens, and we were such a great time, happy family. But of course, like obviously financial problems, it just the cause of the divorce. I mean, it's just sad. I mean, sometimes that it's just really hard, man. I mean, I know that and this channel is small, and you guys and girls just only here for watching the games, and also especially my the games like the main games I play as also games. But there's most of the time I really want to share stories, but at the same time I don't want to do it too often because people just gonna get bored on just only watching me talking face to face for just an hour or 30 minutes. And I really want to move on. I actually really want to talk about what's going on in the future, what's going on like right now. But sometimes I just want to actually get everything out of my chest before my ex-classmates actually expose it someday, because I just want myself to reveal on what my real person is in real life. actually in the past, because like right now I think like I cannot say that I'm changed. My thought wanted to be like as cheerful as like many of the secondary school students or high school students are still there. I just want to have fun, no matter when how much I'm growing. Even I'm 21 of age now, 21 years of age now, but I still want to experience the fun time when you can actually hang out with your friends, even though that it's not in the same school, but playing the same games. But it's really hard because I'm a shy person, and also at the same time I'm never having enough condition to actually host like everyone gathering around. And my situation is really bad because like people seeing me like exchange students, like I going I could be anywhere, so it just really sad. I mean, the last time I remember that besides school, like the time I actually hang out with the classmates all together was the teacher's marriage ceremony, and it was at that day that I was actually did a bad thing. I mean, I was punished for having a bad handwritings, and then I got scolded by my parents anyway. But at the same time, they let me go to the marriage ceremonies anyway, because it's not only to do this respect to the teachers. However, I don't think it's respect, because I don't go all the way. I just in middle of the marriage ceremony of my ex-teachers. Back when I was secondary school, I had to go home because practice handwritings, or maybe like trying to study for a test. But I feel like I disrespect my ex-teachers. I feel like I even disrespected my ex-classmates also, like going home in the middle of the celebration like that, and also getting my parents involved. Of course, embarrassment got involved, and sooner or later when we are growing up, and we finally found out that I got spoiled a lot. I mean, most children all do, but all the way to secondary school, it's just, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, once you grow older, you soon realize that you were an a-hole when you were younger. And myself, I feel the same. I was a totally a-hole when I was secondary school. But if I had to admit it all, I also was an a-hole back in primary school as well as in high school also. And it's just I have to live that karma for the rest of my life, man. I mean, I always feel bad, but when the time's gone, you cannot go back. You cannot force your ex-teacher to just, hey, why you don't make the anniversary of your marriage and get your ex-classmates and your ex-teacher partners back again. And you cannot do that. You cannot force that. I mean, one has been done, always been done, and I'm really sad that I always feel that it's so disrespectful for I cannot even like attend her marriage ceremonies all the way. I mean, she got a good life afterward with her husbands. I'm not gonna lie, but as a student, as just the persons that actually admire her a lot, because she also the person who actually give me an advice before I had to brace myself losing all my ex-classmates and starting to first time studying abroad to Ireland, and it's just so really hard, and I don't get the chance to actually say face to face so any of my ex-classmates ever. We don't even have any contact to each others, or even like my ex-teachers ever. But honestly, it's just really sad. I did a really horrible things, and I had to live with that guilt, and like I always have like it just hits me so hard, man. And of course, when I was in high school, I did really bad things to my ex-classmates, and then they decide to for a total split up. Everyone has different own paths. I mean, I cannot say that I was being ditched. I can say that I did the bad things, and it's just breach of the privacy, man. I mean, once you travel studying abroad, you're texting your friends. I mean, that's acceptable, but you cannot do this every day. It's a breaching of the privacy, and I did acknowledge I did that wrong. But at the end of the day, no matter how many times I say sorry, no matter how many times I said I miss my ex-classmates, they still not gonna accept my apologies anyway, and I have to deal with the feeling. The most painful feeling ever is to take a karma feeling, like you have to live with that emotion for the rest of your life. Like, it's the worst feeling ever. You make a mistake, no matter what, how many times you say sorry, it's just a word. You cannot take it back. You cannot go back. Think about the story when you remove all of the things inside your toothpaste, and then imagine if you can put them back. Once you're doing something, you cannot take it back, and it's really sad that happens. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've been like confessing I made myself way too much right now. So you know what, we're gonna end this video on a good note. I mean, that's really hits me hard. I feel bad for Natsuki. I just want her to like go to school, like the next session we are going to school with no bruises on her eyes, and no split ever. And I don't want any one of her classmates and anyone members in the literature clubs like Monica, Sayori, and Yuri to worry about her. It always hurts me a lot when I see someone got hurt, like physically. I've been discriminated before, I've been bullied, I've been beaten up. I understand the feelings, and there's a lot of time my depression kicking in, and I always feels like that I'm useless in this world. But at that time I got enough endurance, and it just I always seek out for someone to actually talk to, like for example just a normal friends, someone who actually talk to me like, you know, just a normal ex-classmate. I mean, not that bad, they are still your friends, but they don't know you much, but at least it's still something. It's better than nothing. So yeah, it hits me hard into this section. I mean, previous section also hit me hard too, but this think it's a whole new level. So yeah, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching. I've been admit a lot of things. My god. So anyway, if you guys and girls, I mean, you see me, yeah, god, it's really hard for me to say this. You see me getting emotional kick into this episode, and I don't know if I say in the beginnings ever, but yeah, please, if you guys and girls have a history of depression or not living thoughts, please fully prepare for yourself. I've been fully prepared for myself. I'm 21 years of age. Yeah, I still having a common feeling, having to live with my guilt from the rest of my life. But I take the lesson seriously and try to move on to be a better person as always. And if one day if my ex-classmates like it comes out, I'm not gonna say their name because they are a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they are a lot. And if one of my ex-classmates back in Vietnam exposed me for me doing it back in the past, is when that we're gonna have a serious talk. I mean, I'm always here for that. I just want to be the first ever person who actually exposed myself to being a bad person when I was little kids, or like person who in a rebellious phase. But it's just really hard, man. But yeah, thank you guys and girls so much for watching, and as always, hasta la vista. I hope there's nothing bad happen to Natsuki. I mean, I'm sorry.